Hi, now we are working on the problem median of two sorted arrays. So in this you will be given two sorted arrays nums1 and nums2. So you have to merge the array. For example 1, 3 and 2 will become 1, 2 and 3, and then you have to give the median as 2. And if there are 4 elements 1, 2, 3 and 4, then you will take the middle two elements, divide that by 2 and give that as the median. So this is also a very simple solution, although it says hard. I'm gonna show you the explanation first, and then it will help you understand that how you can do this easily. Okay, so for the explanation purposes, I have taken these two arrays, which is 1, 2, 3, 5 and 7, and another sorted array which is 4, 8, 9 and 10. So now we have to merge these arrays. Going to take an pointer from the starting of each of this list. So it will point here and then it will point to the starting of this list. So now it is a very simple solution. We have to run a loop till we reach the end of both these lists so that we are able to combine them. Now first what it will do, it will compare the first element of both the list. Whichever one is small, it's going to enter here and then it's going to move to the next element. So again now it's going to compare 2 with 4. Again 2 is small, so it's going to cross out over here, enter 2 here and move the pointer to the next element. Now it will compare 3 with 4. Now again 3 is small, so it's going to enter 3 here, cross this out and move to the next element. Now it will compare 5 and 4, and now 4 is small, so it's going to add 4 to the list and then it's going to the next element. Now it's comparing 7 and 8, 5 and 8. Now 5 is small, so it's going to add 5 to the new list, and now it's going to move the pointer to the next element. Now it's going to compare 7 and 8. 7 is smaller, so it's going to add 7, but now this list is empty. The pointer cannot go anywhere else. So this is very simple. Now it has nothing to compare for the next list. So whatever are the elements, it's going to quickly just add those elements to the end of the list. So now this is my new list. Now how many number of elements do I have in this? It is 9. So if I divide 9 by 2, do I get a whole number? The answer is no. So if I don't get a whole number, then I simply just divide this by 2 and I get the middle number, which is this, and this is going to be my median of the list. Correct? So this is going to give me 4 point something. So the whole number, which is 4, the element 4 in the list, if you look at the indices, this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is going to be my median. Now let's take an example where this is not true. So where 1, 2, if I have 4 elements in my list, now again I have to calculate the median. So for this I have 4 elements. So 4 divided by 2 gives me a whole number. So this doesn't gives me a float number. So then I have to take the element this and this element and then add them and then divide it by 2. So that is going to be 2 plus 3, which is 5, divided by 2, which is equal to 2.5. So this is going to be my median. Now let's see how we can code this easily. So first I need to take a new list, which is going to be an empty list, to which I'm going to add the elements. I'm going to take my pointer x and y, which are going to point at, x is going to point at nums1 first element, y is going to point at nums2 first element. So while x is less than length of nums1 or y is less than length of nums2. While this is true, I'm going to keep iterating. So if x is equal to length of nums 1. So basically my first list is, I've reached the end of it. So now I'm going to just append all the elements to my from list 2 to my new list. So it's going to be new list dot append nums to y, and I'm going to add 1 to y. Similarly, I will check this for my list nums2 also. If I've reached the end of nums2, then I'm going to add all the elements from my nums1 to the new list. Now since x is the pointer for my first list, I'm going to increment x. Elif, now I will check if my element of nums1 is smaller than nums2. So if it's smaller than nums1, then I'm going to add that to the list. And since x is the pointer for nums1 list, I'm going to add that by 1. Now the only condition left is that if now my y element will be smaller than x, so I'm going to add the element of list 2 to my new list. And this time, since y is the pointer for my second list, I'm going to increment that. Now once I've done this, I have basically created a new list. Now I'll come out of the loop and I'm going to check for the length of the new list. Once I have that, now I will check if it is divisible by 2. Then I will return the middle element. If not, I will take the middle 2 elements and I'm going to divide that by 2. Now let's run the code. Now let's submit it. See, this is a pretty decent solution. Hope you enjoyed the video.